By the end of this video, you're going to be an expert at farming aura. Like seriously, if your aura is currently in the negatives, this video was made for you. Stick around because we're about to break down everything from what aura is, how to build it, how people lose it, and what it takes to start walking into rooms like you've got your own soundtrack playing. But before we start stacking those aura points, what even is aura? Now, I did look up the definition of aura, but that. I'm going to give you my definition. It's basically how cool you are. Simple, right?
Wrong!
Aura is basically your cool factor. That energy, presence, vibe, swagger, even though I don't really like to use that word, whatever you want to call it, that makes people take notice. It's like charisma that you don't have to speak to show. Real quick, disclaimer, being cool is subjective. Everyone has different opinions, but there's a general consensus. We're talking about the kind of cool that most people recognize. The kind that makes people go, I don't know why, but this person's cool as f. Now wait just a second. What's the definition of cool exactly? Cool, fashionably attractive, or impressive, excellent. They look good, they move smooth, they act like they've done this before. But here's the twist. You can be attractive and impressive and still have low aura.
Would you like to know more?
Let's bring to the stand Thor, a lesson in lost aura. Let's talk about someone who at the start had an infinite amount of aura, but then lost it all. Thor, the literal god of thunder. One of the strongest Avengers, a Norse demigod with long flowing hair, a mythical hammer, and cosmic biceps. No Diddy, of course. In the beginning, bro's aura was off the charts. But after a while, it got complicated. Let's break it down. Across these 4 movies, Thor is consistently attractive, for the most part, and usually impressive, for the most part. But his aura, it declines like crazy. In his earlier films, especially the first Thor and Thor: The Dark World, he had a serious amount of aura. He was mysterious, strong, and stoic. He walked into a room and people pause. Even Loki, with all his trickery, respects Thor's presence. But then, something changed. Thor became the comic relief. The writer started leaning hard, like way too hard, into his goofy side. And don't get me wrong, comedy is great. But when it's overdone, it starts eating away at that main character energy. Suddenly, he's cracking jokes mid-battle, getting tossed around like a rag doll, and acting more like a sidekick than the god of thunder. Now ask yourself, who's pulling more attention? Who's more intimidating? Who would you actually take serious? Is it this Thor or this Thor? Exactly. Even though both are strong, good looking, and have god tier powers, only one of them has a lot of aura. The other, sometimes cool, still powerful, but the vibe, it's not the same. Example number 2. Roman Pierce, another aura tragedy. Now let's talk about Roman Pierce. Back in Too Fast, Too Furious, Roman was a legit threat. He had history, attitude, mystery. He was a street racer with hands, had real beef with Brian. He was reckless, sarcastic, but still dangerous. You could tell he's been through some stuff. But over time, he turned into the team clown. Now he's the guy who screams when things explode and makes jokes while everyone else is figuring out what they're going to do on the next mission. No hate to Tyrese at all. He kills most roles he's in. But in terms of aura, the switch from serious wildcard to walking punchline dropped him from a cool 85 to a lame 40. And just like Thor, it's not about power or screen time, it's about tone and presence. Aura disappears when the character becomes the joke to the audience, even if they're still capable. I'm going to do one more example just to get this in your thick skull. Bring to the stand Krunk from Emperor's New Groove. It's going to be a quick one, so let's get to it. Bro is jacked, tall, and strong, but the man is basically a golden retriever in human form. Zero seriousness, aura, not that much. He's handsome, but goofy. So here's the lesson of this segment. You can have the looks, the money, and the status, but if you don't have the presence, if your vibe says comic relief, your aura score will absolutely tank. So don't just aim to be impressive, aim to be respected, aim to be memorable, and aim to be cool effortlessly.